All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to lesson 4 from 1. Today's lesson, we will learn how to use fractions. How does those positive and negative numbers that you have learned before now come into fractions? So in this lesson, we will see positive fractions and negative fractions. However, before we go to those positive and negative fractions, there is a little bit of revision here on the first page, okay? This page 1 of your module is everything that you need to know with regards to Standard 6. Everything that is here, it's all coming from your Standard 6 knowledge of fractions. So I'm going to make it a quick one to go through it, okay? All right. The first thing, the first and foremost, what is the most important thing is, let me ask you a question. What is fraction? The biggest bonus question of all. What is fraction? Chat, please.
A division.
Correct. Fraction is a division. Okay. You all must know that fraction is a division. Well done. Okay, good. So when I say 2 divided by 3, literally it's 2 over 3. When I say 5 divided by 6, it means 5 over 6. Okay, so you learn from starting from standard 1 and 2 and 3. You know, this is your basics. That is why your basic in maths is so important. You learn to read, you learn to write, you learn to shade, you learn to draw. Okay, then after that, you learn to recognize there are different types of fractions. Some we call it proper, and the other group we call it improper. The proper fractions are always less than 1. Those in my class would remember this as this Beauty and the Beast analogy. Remember? Where proper fraction is like beauty, improper fraction is like the beast, which is more than 1. For example, 3 over 4 is a proper fraction, and 4 over 3 is an improper fraction. The numerator is larger than the denominator, okay, more than 1. So that is why an improper fraction will convert to become a mixed number. All this cerita you all know already, okay, clear by right. Okay, the third thing you should be able to do is converting the fractions from proper to improper, from improper to mixed number and back from mixed number to proper. You cannot convert proper to improper. Do you understand or not? It doesn't make sense. How can 3 over 4 can convert to become 4 over 3? Nope, it doesn't work like that. 4 over 3, which is an improper fraction, can convert to become 1 over 3. And in the following lessons, when you already have your calculator, we will then learn how to use that scientific calculator with fractions. But for today's lesson, you use your brains, okay? Then you learn how to convert fractions to decimal. For example, 1 over 5 means 0.2. How many of you all have forgotten this? Okay, let me ask you now. All of you put in your chat, what is the decimal for 1 over 10? Come on. Very good. Krish came in with the answer already. Good, good. So that's decimal converting, that's fractions converting to become decimal, 0.1. Okay, next question. How about 27 over 1000? What is the decimal form of this number?
0.027.
Very good. Yes, 0.027. How about the rest? Why so quiet? Quickly, put in your answers. Must put in your answers like chuck, 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 like that, you know? Yes, tuck, 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 the answers have to come in. Okay, good. All right, with that, clear? Okay, then how do you convert fraction to percentage? Very simple. Let's say 3 over 4. They ask you to find percentage times 100%. That's how you find a percentage. Okay, from percentage to fraction. For example, let's say they say 35%. 35% is 35 over 100. Because if you remember your standard 6, what is percentage? Percentage is a fraction of 100 parts. I call these fractions, decimal and percentage as the crazy cousins. Okay, they're all related to each other. Okay, well, good. Well, good. Now, the next thing, I'm just doing a quick recap of your fractions. Simplifying fractions, a very, very important skill. What does this mean? For example, I have 8 over 10. I can simplify this by dividing it with 2 and dividing the denominator as well with 2 and having the answer 4 over 5. That means this is the simplest form. That is simplifying fractions. Okay, sometimes, okay, you will see a question like this. Say you have a question 3 over 5 times 10 over 6, especially if it's a multiplication. Only if it's a multiplication, you can use this crisscross method. Those who studied with me last year, I hope you don't forget this crisscross method. What is this crisscross method? It is a way of simplifying your... Yes, where the denominator and the numerator will be sort of reduced. So 5 divided by 5 will be 1, 10 divided by 5 will be 2. And over here, the 3 and the 6 also can be crisscrossed. This will become 2, 6 divided by 3, and 3 divided by 3 will be 1. So you will have a very easy fraction. 1 times 2, 2 over 2, and your answer will be 1. Can you see that? The crisscross method. Now, after that, okay, you have to know how to expand the fraction. What is expand, darling? For example, 1 over 2. You times with 5, you times with 5, top and bottom, this will become 5 over 10. In other words, simplifying means you divide, expand means you multiply. Okay? Right. Moving on next. You must also know how to add and subtract fraction, and these are the techniques. First of all, the denominator must be the same. And you only work with the numerator. If the denominator is not the same, then you make it the same. And finally, you simplify your answer. The second last part is multiplying fractions, because all this is coming in today in Form 1. First of all, when you want to multiply a fraction, you change it to an improper fraction. Most of the time, they'll give you a mixed number. So you change it to improper fraction first. Then the rule is very simple. Up times up over down times down. Whatever number on top, 3 over 2 times 2 over 3. If this is your question, 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 3 is also 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. That's it. Up times up over down times down. I hope you remember this. And finally, if you're going to divide a fraction, you need to do what I call as a flip-flop, and then you follow the steps for the multiplication. For example, 1 over 2 divide by 1 over 3. How do I do this? Don't go and kacau that 1 over 2. Okay, leave that fella alone. But now you can change this. You flip-flop it. You make it a multiplication. And what are you flipping about? You sort of inverse it. Okay, 1 over 3 becomes 3 over 1. Do you understand? And then up times up over down times down. The answer would be 3 over 2. And this is an improper fraction. Change it to mixed number. Done. That's it. That's fractions in 5 minutes, the whole of standard 6. Okay? All right? Your job is to not forget. That's all. And today we are going to look into positive and negative fractions. Okay? So guys, let's move on. The first exercise here, Heist Reader, later you watch the recording, okay? So now we'll continue. Here we have a set of numbers. Look at question number 1, guys. What you're supposed to do here is actually rearrange the numbers. Rearrange it from smallest to the biggest. How are we going to do this? Look at every number carefully. Some are negative, okay, and some are positive. This is a negative. Figure out the negative numbers will surely be lesser than 0, wherever 0 would be. The negative numbers are going to come in here. And you have 3 positive numbers which will come in on the right-hand side. First of all, you need to know this. Okay? The next thing would be, you can start to compare those fractions. But before you compare, you must make sure one thing. You make sure the denominator is the same. This denominator, the number at the bottom, if it's not the same, you can't compare. How can I compare apples to bananas? Is it fair? Not fair. I must compare apples to apples. Yes or not? So if this denominator is 4 and this denominator is 2, it's how to compare? Cannot. But I know I can change my 2 to become 4. How? Times 2. What you do at the bottom, you also do at the top. So you rewrite your fraction again. You write -7/4. You don't kacau. But this fella now becomes 6/4. Do you understand? Now this one, change it to an improper fraction. So 4 times 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. It becomes 5/4. It's positive word, okay? This one, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. So this fella is 5/2, okay? Change this to become over 4. Can somebody tell me in the chat? What will 5/2 become? Put in the chat. Why do we times 2? Tristan, only if I times 2, I will get 4 as my denominator. Do you understand? Yes, that's right. So you will get 10/4. But remember, guys, this is a negative, isn't it? So it's -10/4. And then finally, the third one, you don't have to do anything. It's 3/4. Now, behind -7/4. Okay. Now we can have our number line, or, a sort of, even if you don't have your number line, you can now figure out which is the smallest fraction in here. Okay. So look at the fractions. Your negative. Okay. Is 7/4 going to be before 10/4? These are the two negative fractions, right? So which will come first? All of you, tell me, will -7/4 come first, or will -10/4 come first? Put in either negative. That's right. So -10/4 comes first, followed by -7/4. So you have dealt with the negative part. Now you work with the positive. Now remember, now the positive will be the other side. It's going to go up, right? It's increasing. So which is the smallest one here now? Is it? You see, now the denominator is all 4. So you don't have to look at the denominator. You look at the numerator. 3 or 5 or 6. Which will come first?
3/4.
Yes, 3/4 will come in first, followed by
5/4.
Very good, 5/4, and followed by
6/4.
6/4. Now, Rishabh, we do not want to write back the same thing again, okay, in the form that they have given. You can leave your answer like this. Do you understand? Okay, you don't have to write, okay, I know I took this 10/4 from this number, so I'm going to write this negative. No need. It's okay. All right. Okay, so what is the step involved here, guys? There is two things. Number one, make your denominator the same. After that, only you start arranging them. Okay, all of you, do try by yourself number 2. Okay, number 2, look at the denominator. Over here, it's 3. Over here, it's 6. It's 6. It's 3. It's 3. So obviously, you're going to use the 6. Okay, and how do you do that? You take all these things with the 3, you times 2. 3 times 2 will become 6. So first step, you write out your fraction again, all in the denominator of 6. Do it now. Okay. As I'm explaining, you go ahead and change it now. Okay. So I will be working a little later than you all. You should be ahead of me. So what happens here when I times 2? I will get negative 2 over 6. The first one, okay? 5 over 6, I no need to kachau. It's already there, okay? This one, I times and I plus. So this will become 7 over 6, okay? The next one, I have to multiply 2. So it's a negative. So negative 16 over 6. And the last one is also a negative. So keep your negative. And since this is times and plus, you will get 5 over 3. That 5 over 3 will become 10 over 6. So this is negative 10 over 6. Did you get these, guys? Did you get these 5 numbers? Okay, good. Once you have these 5 numbers, now is the time you put them in order. As in like negative first, the largest negative will go first. Remember that. As you go down the negative hill, the more you go to the left, why am I looking to the left? Never mind. The more you go to your left, the larger the number will be. So at this point, you don't worry about the 6. The 6, no need to compare. You only compare the numbers on top. So negative 16 will be our leader first. That will be the biggest on the negative. Followed by, who can tell me what number comes in next? Just tell me the numerator. Good. Negative 10 over 6. Good. And after that?
Negative 2 over 6.
Very good. Negative 2 over 6. After that?
5 over 6.
5 over 6.
Oh.
5 will come first. Remember, once you move to the positive side, the small number will start first, then it will go to the biggest number. Do you understand?
Understand.
Your imagination of your number line must be strong. Remember, 0 is here, positive infinity is here, negative infinity is here. Okay, so negative 1 is here and it will grow big as it goes to the left. But positive 1 is here and the number grows big as you go to the right. So your thinking must change like a mirror. You understand? So over here, the number will become bigger. And over here, the number becomes bigger. But you must know your point. The point would be 0 somewhere in between. The negative and the positive. Got it? Clear?
Clear.
Not too bad, huh? Still can do. Am I right? Okay. Let's move on to page 2. I'm going to ask you to do by yourself now. Denominator is 2 and 6. Obviously, you have got to change to 6. I teach so easy. Oh, thank you, darlings. Anyways, you try now, number 3. You can see all the denominators there. You only have to change the 2, ma. Yes or not? And change it all to improper fraction. Keep the negative. Step 1, make all the denominator the same. Step 2, only you rearrange them. All right. Go on. Carry on quickly. I'm going to pause the recording to give you some time to do this. Right, come. All right, guys, I'm going to explain question number 3 now. So as you can see, the denominator, we got to change this 2 to become 6, this 2 to become 6, and this 2 also to become 6. So what do I do to get it to 6? I times 3. So 13 will also times 3 because the rule is whatever you do at the bottom, you also must do at the top. So 13 times 3, it's 39. You can do this mentally. 39 over 3. Okay, and then keep this negative, but change this to an improper fraction. So 6 times 1, 6 plus 1, 7. So this is negative 7 over 6. Okay, and then this is negative 5 over 6. No need to do anything. All right, and then there is this positive number. Now, when I change this, I'm going to get 5 over 2. So 5 over 2, if I'm going to change it over 6, it will become 15 over 6. I hope you know how it gets. Times 3 times 3. So 15 over 6. And finally, the last number also times 3 times 3. And it will be a negative. 9 times 3, 27 over 6. That's it. All, sorry, I wrote 3 here. This is supposed to be 6. So now All our denominators are 6. Beautiful already. Now we can compare the numerator. But as I told you, pick your negatives first. And the biggest negative will be the first number, the largest number there. So negative 27 over 6 would be the first answer. Check now on your side. Followed by negative 7 over 6. Followed by negative 5 over 6. And then followed by 15 over 6. And finally, 39 over 6. You can leave your answer like this. Who got this? Give yourselves a tick and a pat on your shoulders. Well done. Okay? Correct. Good. Very good. Correct. Correct. Gloria, correct. Sridhar, correct. If you got it correct, just say correct. Correct also. Good. Okay? You understand now? All right. I'm very sure you can do 4 easily now. So I'm not going to do 4. I'm going to move on. Okay, if not, we won't have time. All right. So let's move on now. Number 5 and 6, guys, the same thing. Okay. I'm very sure you now can try attempting. You can know, you already know what to do. Make the denominator the same and then only compare and arrange them. Got it? Good. So let's go. You have 6 questions there. Oh, the order, it's the order is just like the earlier one, from the smallest to the largest, the negative to the positive, just like on a number line. Okay, it's not really a descending or ascending. I think it will be an ascending order. Okay, all right, can be trusted by 0.1%. Okay, you have 6 questions on your side. Okay, that would be what page? Let me see. What page are we in now? Wait, number 5 and 6 is also arranging fractions. Is this page page 4, guys? Can't see the page number. What page is this now? Number 7? All of you, we go, okay, page 4, that's right. So now we go and explore mixed operation. We start off with addition and subtraction, just like how you did just now, right? Just now you did with normal numbers, whole numbers, not normal numbers, it's whole numbers. Now we work with fractions. How? Just follow, okay? All right, just see how teacher, how do I do it? And then you copycat me. Okay, now, first of all, observe the question. What do you have here? I have addition, I have subtraction, okay? I have a negative fraction here and I have a negative fraction here. My denominator is 4, 2, and 8. According to my rules that I learned in standard 6, the denominator must be the same. Yes or not? So, before I kacau the question, I want to make my denominator the same. So, what you do is, put in equals, start changing everything to either an improper fraction. Okay, first we do that. Change it to an improper fraction. So what is the first thing? 2, 1 over 4 will become?
9 over 4.
Very good, 9 over 4. Okay, rewrite the question again. Plus, keep it as a negative. What does this become?
Negative 3 over 2.
Very good, negative 3 over 2. Well done. And after that, keep this also, keep minus 5 over 8. Not a problem. This one just copy only. Now look, step 1, we have changed all the mixed numbers to improper fraction. Step 2, change all the denominators to make it the same. You are talking about big brain, small brain. Look here. Look, use my big brain here. So how do I change? Which denominator I'm going to use, guys, for this question?
8.
All of you in the chat?
8 because
Yes, we use 8. Okay. So what will happen to 4? 4, what can I times 4 with so that I can get 8?
2.
2. What you do at the bottom, you also do at the top. Now, what do I do with the 2 here? What do I times it
4.
with?
Times by 4.
Very good. So you see, now step 2 will be writing out all those answers that you got. So what is 9 times 2? 18
18.
over
8.
8. But don't make mistake, plus, keep the brackets all. Negative, this is
12
12 over 8.
12 over 8. Okay. And then minus negative 5 over 8. Now only we are going to use our knowledge of negative positive numbers to work it out. How? Make a long line here and put that common denominator 8. Now 8 is not a problem. Our problem is only, not our problem, rather our challenge is the number on top. We only go and attack the number on top. Number at the bottom, selesai. Do you understand? So what is, let me just clear it a bit. What is 18 plus negative 12 means what will happen? Positive and negative. It will become minus 12. You understand? Okay. And then what will happen if negative and negative join?
Become positive.
Positive 5. Now you just work out this answer. What is 18 minus 12, guys?
6.
6. What is 6 plus 5?
11.
11. But don't forget your 11 over 8. Since this is an improper fraction, change this fella to a mixed number. That's it. Done. See that? Okay. Now, you call this difficult, ka? Is it difficult?
Teacher, you teach very easy. My teacher teach like, you know what?
Now, maybe, it's okay. It's good, a bit. So we need more practice. Step 1, what did I say about step 1, guys? Now you're going to do number 8 by yourself. Okay, step 1, open up. Not open up, as in like all those improper fraction. So all those mixed numbers, change it to become improper fraction first. That is step 1. So do it now. Do it for number 8. This one, change it to become an improper fraction. What will you write?
13 over 5.
2 plus, yes, 13 over 5. Write it first. Okay, you're only first working with changing the mixed number to the improper fraction. Just copy. Don't change any positive, negative, all. Don't do it now. Now, this one will become 11 over 10. Betul kan?
Yes.
Close the bracket. Minus. Put the another bracket. And this is, okay lah, 4 over 5. Nothing to say here. This is already a proper fraction. Now, step 2. Change everything to a common denominator. Common denominator is going to be
10.
10. So this will multiply and this will multiply. Understand? So work out. This times 2. 13 times 2, 26 over 10. Copy. Don't do anything with the positive, negative, or just leave it. 11 over 10. And the last one will change to become
8 over
negative
10.
8 over 10. You see that? Now, my denominator is 10 already, so I put a big line there and write my beautiful 10 down. I'm only going to work with my numerators. So I'm going to write my 26. And now I use my knowledge of positive, negative. Positive and a negative, what do I get? Negative 11. And positive, what do I get? Sorry, negative and negative, what do I get? Positive. Okay, positive 8. And now I work out. What is 26 minus 11, guys?
15.
15.
15. And what is 15 plus 8?
23.
23, right? So 23 over 10 is your answer. But
2,
you
3 over
must...
10.
3 over 10.
Yes, 2, 3 over 10. Thank you, Rishabh. You came in with the answer already. Faham ke? Do you understand now, guys? Addition and subtraction. First, you do one thing at a time. That's why you need space. That's why I give only 2 questions on one page. Okay? Your brain is definitely not useless lah. Okay, surely your brain is useful. Okay, have some confidence in yourself. Okay? Wow, I feel like a genius. Wow, I like your comments. All right, let's look at number 9. and 10. Okay, 10, look at that carefully. It's no more addition. No, use brains first. Don't use calculator yet, okay? Use brains, okay? We use brains first, all right? Don't worry, it's easy peasy. All of you do number 9, okay? All of you do number 9. I'm going to pause recording for a while. I'm going to give you some time to do number. Okay, all right. We are going to answer this question, all right? So first step, change everything. 9 times 1, 9. 9 plus 8, how much is that, guys? Negative 17 over 9, okay? Plus, okay, negative 2 over 3, okay, all right? And then minus negative 4 over 9. I don't have to change much. In fact, 1 only I'm changing. Now, all of this is going to become a common denominator. I'm going to use 9. So negative 7 over 9 plus with this one times 3 will become negative 6 over 9. Okay, minus negative 4 over 9. You see, I don't cut out my brackets and negative all. I just copy. Finally, when I have all my denominator lined up, I will put there 9. Okay, and I will say, write down negative 17. Positive and negative is negative, so minus 6. Negative and negative is positive and plus 4. So my answer should be negative 17 minus 6. That means I'm going to go down. It's negative 23. Okay, 17 plus 6 is 23. So negative 23. Then I come back up 4. So it will become negative 19 over 9. Am I right? And that will be negative 2, 1 over 9. Where is your negative? The question here now, negative 17 minus 6. Okay, no problem. You're learning. Negative 17 minus 6 means you're going to go down to negative 23. From negative 23, you're going to come up. Plus 4 means you will reach negative 19. Do you understand?
I forgot to
And
add
your
a negative.
answer, the negative must be there. Okay, that's number 9. Number 10, I will do. Okay, don't worry. Number 10, good, Gloria. Good that you got it right. We now have multiplication and division. But again, before we go and do the multiplication and division, we make all those improper fractions become, mixed numbers become improper fraction. Okay, we do that first. That's an important step. So first thing, write your equals, change this first. This will become negative 5 over 2 times 4 over 3 and divide by negative 8 over 5. Okay, guys, pause for a while. We are now doing multiplication and division, not addition, subtraction. So our game rule has changed. We don't need to make the denominator the same, okay? Just now I spent 10 minutes explaining about fractions, kan? What do I do when I have a fraction to multiply? The song is up times up over down times down. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, up times up. Negative 5 times 4.
20.
So, negative 20 lah. Okay. Over 2 times 3, 6. Do multiplication first. According to Bodmer's rule, do multiplication first followed by division. Okay, keep your division. Divide by negative 8 over 5. Okay, I copy. I don't cut out this yet. Now, what have you learned about dividing fractions? You just flip-flop it. Yes or not? But you keep your negative symbol. You don't go and chuck it away. Negative 20 over 6 will change. This division will change to become multiplication. And this will swap to become negative 5 over 8. Do you understand? 8 over 5 will become 5 over 8. Now, very simple. Negative times negative will give you a positive answer. Do you understand? And we can do a little bit of simplifying here. What can I do? Divide by 2, I will get 10. Divide by 2, I will get 4. I keep it to this. Never mind. I don't want to work. I can simplify 10 and 4 further, but I don't want. Let's just work with this. Negative 10 times negative 5. I'm going to get 50 here. Positive 50. Over, what is 6 times 4? That's what we just did. We
24.
just did multiplication here. 24, right? Simplify this. Okay, this will become 1. Oh no, 24 will be 2. Okay, will be 2. You'll have 48. 2 over 24. All
1
right.
over 12.
And yes, it will become 2, 1 over 12. If you had simplified the 10 and 4, you will get 1 over 12 straight. So, you see this. It's your knowledge of standard 6 here is extremely important. I know you have the calculator, you can tekan, but let me tell you guys, you must know how to use it without the calculator first. Okay, there is a reason called thinking. There's something called thinking. Let me tell you, the calculator is a tool for you to get the answer quick only when you know how to find it. In real life, you don't see this kind of question. You will see problems. You will see word problems. That word problems, you must think now. What must you do? You must divide or multiply or what? You must think. So you will have to come out with this part yourself and then use the help of the calculator to get your answer. But in the event you do not know how to do it, you still need to know the real way of doing it. So what did I do here? First, I changed everything to improper fraction. Then I followed the rules of standard 6, up times up over down times down. If it is a division, flip-flop. Remember, bottomless is important. Okay, now we see more questions. We go to number 11. Okay, here, division first, then multiplication. So do the division first, then only you do the multiplication. Got it? But before that, change everything to an improper fraction. So 2 times 5, 10, 10 plus 2, 12 over 5. All of you do on your side as I'm doing now. Divide by negative 1 over 3 and then multiply by 7 over 6. That's it. I changed it to improper fraction.
8 p.m.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, the division part, can't we have to learn? We have learned how to flip-flop the fraction. So 12 over 5 times negative, keep the negative, guys, 3 over 1. Okay, 3 over 1. And times 7 over 6. You must write it out completely. Okay, now, very easy. No need to crisscross. 12 times negative 3. It's negative 36. Up times up over 5 times 1. It's 5. And this one multiplied by 7 over 6. Can crisscross here. So this is 1 and this is 6. So up times up, negative 6 times 7 is negative 42 over 5 times 1, it's 5. So simplify this, you will get
8 2
8.
over 5.
Very good, 8 2 over 5. I write here because you cannot see red and red, okay? So that's your answer. Number what? The 7 over 6, no need bracket. I mean, it's all right because there's no negative here. So I can open the bracket already also. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, you can keep the bracket or you can open it up. Do you understand? Because there's really no negative number there. All right, that's how you do lah. You understand? Okay, number 12. What is weird in number 12, guys? There is a multiplication, but 8:15, guys. Our class ends at 8:15. Okay, look at the question. What do you see here? What do you see? What do you call this?
Bracket operation.
Bracket. So what do we have to do? Can we do the multiplication?
No.
No. We do what's inside the bracket.
Solve it first.
Okay, solve it first. But the bracket, the operation is an addition. And addition means the denominator must be the same. So you remember what you did earlier? You're going to do it now. You're going to make the denominator the same. So copy the -3/4. Don't disturb it. Times. Okay, now, as I told you earlier, change this to an improper fraction. What was my face so shocked about? Like that. It will be 9, -9/8. Kan? All right? Plus with 1/2.
For me, it is hard to pronounce.
Oh, okay, no problem. So guys, now the denominator, remember? So I times 4, I have to times 4. Do this first. Don't worry about this, the one in front there. You just write your equals, copy back. Why do I give you so much of space? Copy back. Times, open that bracket, -9/8 plus 4/8. Do you understand? Now, my question for you would be, continue, -3/4 times with, what is now -9 plus 4? Tell me, guys. What is -9 plus 4?
-13.
No, you're at -9, Krish. You're going to go up
sorry.
4. So, you're going to get negative?
-5/8.
Yes, -5/8. Very good. And now, let me just tell you, negative and negative means your answer is now going to be?
Positive.
So up times up, 15. Down times down, 4 times 8, 32. Blah, blah, done. Proper fraction. You see that? All you need to do is use your knowledge of BODMAS, use your knowledge of addition, of subtraction, of fraction, use your knowledge of multiplication and division of fraction, and use your knowledge of negative numbers. So much of knowledge.
We didn't need to
Okay.
do anything much.
Come again?
Teacher, you just simplified everything so easily. And we didn't do anything much.
Okay. Now, very important is this lesson is recorded. You can watch it again. Okay. If you forget. Remember, you all sometimes have amnesia. Kan? So I'm going to go through this fast after this. Okay. I'm going to number 13 up to number 20, guys. You got to work this out now. Okay. So let's look at number 13. I'm going to have a quick review. Okay, I'm just going to explain how to do it. You got to do it on your own. So first things first, you got to make the denominator the same and do the subtraction inside the bracket. Of course, you change this to a mixed number and then it's a multiplication. So it's up times up over down times down. Do you know that? Okay, do you understand that now? You just tell me yes. Then I move on to the next question. Okay? All right? So far, number 13, did you all understand? Okay, good. Number 14, I see a bracket, isn't it? And it's a negative minus a negative. Remember, when you have a negative minus negative, you still have to make the denominator the same. Then this thing is going to be a negative number minus a negative number means it's going to become a bigger negative number. Whatever you get here is to be divided. 5/8 is going to divide by it. Then you change it to multiplication and you flip-flop this fraction over here. Do you understand the answer that you get here? So, first things first, you must change this to a from a mixed number to an improper fraction. After that, make the denominator the same. After making the denominator the same, do the subtraction. And after that only, turn this into a multiplication, flip-flop, and get your answer. Do you understand? A few steps. A few steps. That is why and how you will become good in maths. Good in maths means know your basics well. Okay? All right. Write out your steps accurately. Not yet, darlings. We have another 8. 8 to 15 is how many minutes? Another 7 minutes. Okay. My clock here says this is 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay. Look here. Double brackets. All right. Don't get confused. How do you do this?
A bracket in a bracket.
Don't worry. All you need to do here is open this. Okay, this one I'll explain a little bit. Okay, I will write this 2 over 3. Now, if I'm going to work this out, this negative and negative will become a positive 4 over 9. Do you understand? Now, I keep that bracket. And that is going to be divided by negative 5 over 2. You see that? So this one, I times 3. I times 3. So I will get 6 over 9 plus 4 over 9. And whatever my answer here, I'm going to divide with negative 5 over 2. So 6 plus 4, this is 10 over 9. And then I'm going to flip-flop, and this will become negative 2
over 5.
Then this will
Crisscross.
cancel, become crisscross, become 2. So up
4
times
over
up.
9.
2 times negative 2 is negative 4 over 9. That's it. Got it? Okay. Now, number 16. There is no bracket, but you learn Botmas, isn't it? There is addition here. There is multiplication here. There is subtraction. Which one must you do first? Guys? Botmas, which one do you do? You don't do plus first.
Multiplication.
There is addition, there is multiplication, there is subtraction. Which one must we do?
Subtraction.
No. Multiplication. Aduhai. Botmas, brackets, off, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Division and multiplication is in the same level, more important than addition, subtraction. So,
Off is multiplication, right?
huh?
Off is multiplication, right?
Off is also multiplication, okay? Off is multiplication. So, in this question, you look carefully. This is the place you apply your Botmas rule. You must now put the bracket yourself. You understand? And work this part out first. You must calculate what's the answer for this. After that, you take that answer and you add with this, make the denominator the same. And then only you minus with this negative means you will be plusing with half. You understand? So put in the bracket, find the answer here, and then take negative 5 over 8 and plus with whatever answer you're going to get here. And then this is negative minus negative half, right? So it will become plus half. Now, end of the day, this can be any denominator. I don't know yet, but you got to make all the denominators the same before you can do any addition or subtraction. Got it? You got to do this by yourself. I'm just explaining now. Okay. 17 and 18. Again, the same thing. This time, you must use the rules of Botmas. Addition here, subtraction here, division here. Which one must we do first, guys?
Division.
Division.
So, you do this first. Now, where does this division start? It's here. It's negative 1 over 5 divided by 1 over 2. Change this to improper fraction. Flip-flop. Do up times up over down times down. Whatever answer you're going to get here, these two things must still copy. All right. And how do I do this? This one will become 3 over 4. I can open bracket. Positive and negative will become negative. So it will be minus half and whatever here, minus whatever the answer you have here. Do you understand? Okay. So do try this on your own. 18, same thing. There is a division, there is a multiplication, and there is a subtraction. Which one do I do first? I do the division first. Okay. And then remember, multiplication is also going going to be first. So I got to do multiplication here. So put in that bracket. Whatever answer I get here only will minus with whatever answer I get here. Do you understand? This question now asks you to use your brains to use and apply the principles of Botmas. That's what it's doing. Put in that bracket where you need to put it first. Faham ke? Hello? So far, how are you all seeing stars already? Oh my God, I see an angel on top of Rishabh's. An angel light. Okay, hello. All right, anyways, the last two questions. Again, you must put in your bracket now. Division is here, multiplication is here. In the middle, there is addition. So, put your bracket, find the answer for this. Put your bracket, because this is multiplication. Find the answer for this. Whatever answer from this and whatever answer from this will be added together to get your final answer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Again, the last one. Multiply here. Divide this side. Whatever answer you get here will minus with whatever answer you get here. Okay? Now, with that, I will end my session for today. Let me